Welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome back to my Astro Imaging Journey channel. And we're completed with calibrating our light frames. Next, I'm going to move into cosmetic correction. In all honesty, really haven't used this much since I went narrowband. However, let's do this. As you saw, I already updated, or I already opened the cosmetic correction process icon, and it threw an error. Couldn't find my master dark. So I'm going to have to recreate that process icon. Excuse me. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is add my files. So I'm going to come in here. I no longer need to be on my NAS. So I'm going to come over here to my working directory, batch pre-processing, and the calibrated frames. We're going to go into blue. And we're just going to select the first one and hit Control A in Windows and open them up. Now, what I could do is there's a couple things I could do here, but before I get to that, let's do output directory, and we're going to want to do the CC or cosmetic corrected directory in blue. And we're going to postfix that with CC. If you notice, all of these have the _C for calibrated. I'm not going to overwrite Mount 1, use a master dark. So in that particular case, I'm going to come back up here to batch, working, calibration, current, darks. This is blue, so that's 300 seconds. Now, theory in this one being, I've already calibrated, and if my darks are good and the hot pixels were consistent, then all of the hot pixels should already be removed. However, electronics being the way electronics be, hot pixel might pop up willy-nilly. So, on occasion, I'll use this. Generally, I don't. The data's been looking pretty good. So one of the things we can do is we can open up a real-time preview. And I think I need to select one. Nope. I need to open one and do a preview. There we go. So let's use this little icon right up here. I've moved my icon sets, my toolbar around a little bit. Mine is right here. This puts the automatic stretch on it. And we're just looking for something like maybe there's a hot pixel right in there. We're looking for anything that kind of stands out as potentially a hot pixel. But I'm not really seeing anything that stands out. At this view. So what we could do is we could close this, make this a little larger, and we can zoom in, and we could try to just pan through, stopping every so often. That looks like that could be one right there, maybe one right there. That looks like a couple. So if one thing we can do is we can hold the control key down while we scroll. And that puts our center So we're right here's 3. There's 2, 3, so it looks like we got 2 right here, maybe a third one right there. So where was that at? Up here? Yes. So this will, looks like 6 stars, this double star. That would be right up in this area here. And right there, that one right there. So if we open up that preview, and it looks like the dark frame got rid of it, because it should be straight across from this star right here. So that should be right in there. So it looks like the dark frame is doing its job. But if that wasn't there, what we can do is we can use this little, move this up here. We can use this little select preview, which is a recent addition, which I love. We can open that up. You can see it didn't completely get rid of them, but it deadened them a little bit. So what we can do is we can click Enable on the hot pixel threshold. And then what I tend to do is I'll keep an eye on these 3 here and maybe this one right here. And I'm going to move this quantity slider just a little bit, and you can see right about there with 104, the one right here went away. Okay, 69, even with 35. So if I do 10, even at 10 it disappears. 1 it disappears. Whoops, we did not want to do that. Error parsing, empty string, okay. Note to self, do not hit enter. So quantity 1, click in a different box, and that 1 is gone. So if I take this back to a 0, and that 1 is back. So I'm going to just use a value of 10 in quantity. It's not getting rid of these. So when we integrate, hopefully those will go away, but this one clearly was 1, so I'm just going to do a 10. And we'll leave it there. So I'm going to close out my preview window. I can close this now. Move this back into the center. I don't use auto detect. I don't use defect list. So at this point, I'm going to redo my process icon. And before I rename it, I'm just going to copy this one here. Now I'm just going to delete this one, because it will not let you have 2 with the same name. Put this back over here. I'm just going to arrange them left, and then I'm going to save it so that I don't lose them. Yes, I'll want to overwrite, and now we'll apply global. And we'll be back when this is complete. Alright, that has completed. it corrected, looks like it corrected 10 pixels in all of the files, but only the hottest 10 pixels. I can live with that. 36 succeeded, so we're good there. Now, we don't have to change this yet. Do need to change this to green and clear this out. Go to add files. As you can see, I had to select my dark, so it dumped me into that directory. So I'm just going to have to go back over here, go to calibrated, go to green, select them all, open. At this point, I'm just going to rock and roll. Once I get to my narrowband, once again, all I have to do is just change this to a 6 and we'll be good. I'm just going to leave, since they're all with the same camera, all around the same time, I'm going to leave the rest of that alone, just the threshold, just to be safe. I really don't touch the cold pixel threshold either. So with that, I'm going to rock and roll and finish these up before we get into the subframe selector. Either way, I want to say thanks everybody for watching. Hope you found this informative. As always, clear skies and have a good one.
Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astroimaging Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies, have a good one, and remember Duke.